Hi everyone. I'm going to make a video today, try to make it quick. I think people are just not quite comprehending what's going on with targeting and with the world. Guys, this is the big war. I mean, like the end, the humongous thing that's supposed to happen, like at the end of time, or like, before the day of judgment, I think. I mean, we can't be certain, of course, because the enemy is doing it on purpose, but we have to come to grips with the fact that it is happening. Everything that is happening is demonic, okay? It's not the government made a mistake. It's not these people are evil and they're going to do this and that and then everything's going to be okay. That's not what this is. We are in a fight for our lives, but we're in a fight for our souls too. Okay, so I just wanted to make a real quick video because I know with targeting a lot of targets, we struggle as to what's going on. Like, why am I in this program? Whatever, because surrounding the targeted individual phenomenon, we've been talking about it being like blacklisting, a program, a government thing, etc. And who's doing it, the antichrists and whatever. So we always talk about those things, but what we don't realize, which should become completely obvious now because of COVID, is that this is like a big spiritual battle. I mean, massive, like the end type scenario. So I'm not trying to scare anybody. I want everyone to get prepared for what's coming so that you're not like passing out when you see very horrible things happen. You need to be prepared and see it for what it is. So my suggestion is always going to be to start praying more. And not just any prayers. Like, we need to follow the saints and the way the saints were. And those are the people that have already made it to heaven. So follow them because they made it. They will help you make it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to reinvent the wheel here. I'm just going to do what the other saints did and try to get there. So anyways, that's what's happening. I know most people just don't want to believe it. They just are completely unable to accept that we're in a war, that we were born into a war, that this has been going on for a very long time. And that now it's coming to the end, you guys. I mean, like, literally, it's, we're here. They're shutting down the entire planet with a fake virus. You know what I mean? We're here. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. God has the final victory, and so do you if you can get yourself to heaven. So I just want to put a heads up out there to follow the saints. You can look up the saints and see how they were and follow them. My suggestion is always to connect your heart, body, and soul to the traditional Catholic Church. Sorry, flies out here. Not the deep state church. We're fighting the deep state church. Us old school Christians, we're fighting the deep state within the church too. So don't worry about the Pope. Don't worry about all them. Worry about researching the saints and finding out what you need to do to be, to be getting there. Anyways, basically it's getting your sacraments and being in a state of grace with God. If you cannot make it to a church, if you are not Catholic, make sure you do try to make a perfect act of contrition, which is where you go before God and you confess all your sins. You can look this up. You can look up perfect act of contrition. It's not guaranteed that your sins will be forgiven this way. That is why it's best to go to a priest and have your sins absolved, because when you do that, it's guaranteed that your sins are absolved. There's also other things you can do that have been promised through the Catholic Church. And God holds to his promises. He's not going to give up his promises just because there's a lot of people doing bad things. And there's things that you can do. Sorry, something fell down. There's things that you can do that have promises attached to them. So you can look that up. Like miraculous metals have promises attached to them. The brown scapular has a promise attached to it that you will be able to get out of purgatory on the first Saturday. You know, so there's things that you can do to start working and guaranteeing, your next life is going to be with God. Basically, he wants to hear from you. And then we need to do what the other saints have done, because we can't always just depend on God's grace. We can't depend just on God's grace that he's going to give us, heaven, without actually trying to enter through the narrow path. Sorry. Life is coming alive around me right now because the sun's going down, so like there's like bugs and everything coming out. Lizards. Anyway, so that's that. I just want to warn you guys, because targeting is not just about you and being on a blacklist. That's not what this is. This is a war. Everyone is being targeted. It's not a phenomenon like a targeted individual phenomenon. We know we've been thinking of it that way in like a blacklisting, but it's everybody, guys. It's everybody. It's not just us. This is a war. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. I know everyone has different beliefs and everything, but at least unite your heart to the traditional Catholic Church, not the Pope, not the people that are involved with the deep state and pushing the vaccines, but the actual good priests and the good people that are the church at this point. Because there was a saint that even said, if only one good Christian is left, they are the church. Okay, so that's what we want to do. We want to unite ourselves. And we're never going to be 100% perfect, but we want to unite ourselves to the most perfect, ways that we can do. And then even if you don't have time to join the church by the end, I'm still trying to join, but if you don't have time to join the church, being united with your heart and soul, with the true Christians that are left, is another way. Okay, so I just want to put that out there, and God bless everybody. Stay strong. We can't help what's going to happen, but we can at least get prepared for it. So that's what we should be doing. I hope this made any sense. Okay, talk to you later.